Our cab ride took place 3 years ago and shows how times change so quickly. As we set off from Chester aboard a Class 150/1, a Class 47 brought in air-conditioned coaches from Holyhead. Today, HSTs ply the route. But for how long? On the right, Chester's DMU depot still had plenty of classic units, and our route took us initially over the main line to the left towards the North Wales coast. 4 tracks became 2 just before the D viaduct, and our line diverges a short while further on at Saltney Junction, where it reduces once again to a single line. This single-line section was originally double from Saltney Junction as far as Wrexham via Gresford.
It gradually sank with the coal mine being undermined it. Harden Bridge.
Wrexham's former importance stemmed from its coal industry, now, like most of the country's coal, just a memory. The line to the right comes from the Wirral via Shotton, a former Great Central route.
Did he run across just up there then?
To the other side of the gates, to the crossing. Oh, yeah, I have to go back.
In addition to coal mining, Wrexham once sported heavy industry, with the Brumbo Steelworks located to the west of the town, served, as were other industries, by a long-gone branch. Wrexham's Croesnewydd shed was situated to the right after the level crossing in a triangle. The town had branches and main lines owned by the Great Western, on which we are travelling, the Great Central, the Cambrian, and the LNWR via the Birkenhead joint.
And he's got a Brumbo Steelworks. And Wrexham Yard used to be around there. Croesnewydd Yard.
This journey took place before the demise of Speedlink, and timber traffic for Chack is seen outside Wrexham. Rwabon was once, and may again become, the junction for the Llangollen line.
Vagabond, I don't.
Lovely shape of building.
Oh, it is. That was the original turn off the Llangollen on your right now.
Oh, that's very true as well.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see that coming back in.
Oh, it would.
Chack's industrial sidings no longer have any purpose since the end of Speedlink. Note the aqueduct to the left of the viaduct at Chirk.
Was an original Great Western tender.
Yeah.
Clon Castle was built by
If I'd thought about it, I would have realised that was a...
Western Ryn once had a coal mine to the left of the sidings. Now all has gone, including the sidings, signalling and box.
I wondered why the sidings and the signal box were out here and the station was around the corner.
That's right.
It's actually quite exactly.
all lots of differences. For instance, of the king.
Goes over the top. That was also Shrewsbury Church, that.
Another siding served an oil depot shortly after Gobbo Inn.
It's supplied with petrol and oil from Ellesmere Port. Comes by tanker. It just used to be a lay-by. If they couldn't have you either way, like, you know, they put you inside.
Horton's sidings were in the process of being disconnected. The box was already switched out.
No, the box is never in.
Oh, it's still accessible this end?
Yes, this end, you can back in, like. There used to be a side in there, alongside the hedge. Back in that side.
Bazchurch's refuge sidings have since been removed.
Yes, thermal fusion systems, 40 miles an hour. Been here about 4 years.
You come down here at this speed after doing that, you think you're stuck.
At Coton Hill, we were briefly held as a sprinter came towards us heading for Chester.
We were then called on to Shrewsbury station across the junction with the crew lines to our left, approaching the station against the signals, as is common practice when the platform road is already occupied. On this occasion, the other train had cleared the platform before we came round the curve into it.
We're going behind someone.
Well, that's how you're told.
Yes. Going under the warning, because we've got here, like, you know.
Our train was to continue as a Shrewsbury to Birmingham New Street service.
Yes.
Since this date, Sprinters have taken over all duties on the line, as Intercity has abandoned its Shrewsbury services.